Do you want to save yourself years of therapy with uncertain results? Then grab your notebook and take notes, because these 25 phrases are an inexhaustible source of wisdom and courage. Get ready to hear from the most representative philosophers of Stoicism. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to stay updated with our latest content. 25 historical phrases that will save you years of therapy based on the pillars of courage, tolerance, and self-control. Stoicism has become synonymous with virtue. Originally, it pursued happiness through the acceptance of the circumstances we face in life. Contrary to common belief, a Stoic person is not devoid of feelings. Rather, they know how to suppress them and patiently wait for misfortune to pass, so they can then enjoy the well-deserved glory. 1. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Seneca. Did you think successful people were the product of a whim of fate? According to this Roman moral authority, nothing could be further from the truth. For him, luck is nothing more than the synergy between studying and being able to find the right moment to show what you've got. Do you have a gift, a skill, or even a hobby that you'd like to live off? Then you're in luck. 2. The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. Marcus Aurelius. If you want to be happy, then you just need to elevate the quality of your thoughts. You've probably heard many times that we are what we think and that thoughts have power. Now, you know this concept is a direct legacy of Stoicism. It's not just talk, it's great wisdom. Think big and you'll live as happily as you wish. 3. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Epictetus. According to this Stoic precept, having a lot is not enough to be rich. The abundance of material goods doesn't guarantee that we'll stop coveting more. True wealth consists in adjusting our needs to be realistic about what we can achieve. This way, we can channel all that energy we now spend on desiring more and more into more important matters, such as personal growth, family, and why not, the society we live in. Is there a noble cause you want to support? Stoicism gives you the first push to get started. 4. Anything that can happen at any time can happen today. Seneca. Are you waiting for that big day when the opportunity of your dreams presents itself? Prepare well, because that day could be today. Don't postpone pending matters for next week, not even for tomorrow, because this change you're waiting for to transform your life could surprise you even while watching this Stoic video. 5. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius. This phrase is perfect for you if you're one of those people who stress about wanting to control everything. Unfortunately, I have bad news for you. You must realize that it's not in your hands to control storms, heat, or the love that this special person may feel for you. All these are external events, and sooner or later you'll need to learn to live with the fact that you can't influence them. It's precisely this realization that will make you stronger every day. 6. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Seneca. Events are often much more fatal and catastrophic in our imagination than in reality. Try not to magnify the obstacles you encounter, because they can be so small that many times you'll overcome them without even realizing they were in front of you. 7. Any person capable of angering you becomes your master. They can only anger you when you allow yourself to be disturbed by them. Epictetus. No one can do to you what you do not allow. Therefore, no one makes you angry, annoyed, or violent without you first giving them the power to do so and putting yourself at their mercy. You are responsible for what you feel, because it will lead you to take certain actions, and it will not be the person you allowed to trigger your negative emotions who will be responsible for the consequences of your actions. The only responsible party is the one who looks back at you from the mirror. 8. The best revenge is to be unlike your enemy. Marcus Aurelius. Do you know why your enemy provokes you? Because they want you to stop being that exemplary and wonderful person they can't be. Therefore, your best revenge will be to show them that their efforts to turn you into someone like them will always be in vain. 9. No person has the power to have everything they want, but it is within their power not to want what they don't have and to make good use of what they do have. Seneca. Not even the wealthiest people can have everything they want. The more one possesses, the more one desires. So there are no limits to greed, just as there are no limits to the control you can exercise over your mind. Command your mind to stop dreaming of unattainable things and make the best use of what has already come into your hands. Get ready to be surprised, because the results will not take long to appear and will completely transform the way you make use of your resources. 10. Think of the life you have lived so far as over, and as a dead man, See what is left as a bonus and live it according to nature. Love the hand that fate deals you and play it as your own. Or what could be more fitting? Marcus Aurelius. When you start to see the unlived life as a gift from fate, you will begin to appreciate every moment. This free but responsible mindset is the perfect antidote to stop worrying about the future and start shaping the opportunities that life puts in your path. 11. He who fears death will never do anything worthy of a man who is alive. Ever heard that fear paralyzes? As you've just seen, it's not a new age concept, but a truth that began to take shape in the early decades of the Christian era. Its teaching is extremely valuable, as it invites us to step out of our comfort zone to become the change we want to see around us. 12. Stop arguing about what a good man should be and be one. Marcus Aurelius. If you're going to preach, this wise Roman emperor invites you to do so by example. 13. What matters is not what happens to you, but how you react to it. Epictetus. Your mind has such power that it can control how you react to the most catastrophic events that may occur. There are no excuses for Stoicism. Equanimity in the face of adversity is one of the greatest symbols of courage and power a person can demonstrate. It is from here that resilience begins to be built. 14. Remember how long you've been putting this off, how many extensions the gods have given you, and realize that you must now consider which world you belong to, what power governs it, and from what source you draw. There is a limit to the time assigned to you, and if you do not use it to free yourself, it will be gone and never return. Marcus Aurelius. Although youth and the enthusiasm inherent in it make us believe we are masters of time, there is a reality that second by second tells us otherwise. Each moment that passes is one that will not return, just like every opportunity where we could have made a difference. How much more are you willing to let slip away while you merely watch? 15. Hold on to your youthful enthusiasms. You'll be able to use them better when you're older. Seneca. The worst thing that can happen to your youthful impetus is precisely your youth. During our most vigorous years, the body becomes such a whirlwind that it can pulverize even the best ideas. Save all that enthusiasm for the wiser decades of life, because only then will you be able to carry out the alchemy that will turn these ideas into strategic actions. 16. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Marcus Aurelius. A Stoic will never do what is ethically reprehensible, nor will they say anything other than the truth. Do you think you can follow their example? 17. Care for this moment, immerse yourself in its details. Respond to this person, this challenge, this fact. Stop making excuses. Stop creating unnecessary problems. It's time to live truly, to fully engage with the situation you find yourself in now. Epictetus. Did someone mention mindfulness? This strategic advice makes it clear that the teachings of mindfulness are not a 20th century novelty, but have been with us for millennia. The deeper we delve into Stoic thought, the more we realize that many concepts we have today were born in the minds of these philosophers who marked the beginning of a new era in terms of courage and ethics. 18. To wish to be well is a part of being well. Seneca. Wanting to be well is the first step toward achieving it. It is important, yes, but it is by no means enough. Once we are aware that we desire our own well-being, it's time to set in motion the actions that will allow us to achieve it. 19. If anyone can refute me, show me that I am making a mistake or looking at things from the wrong perspective, I will gladly change. What I seek is the truth, and the truth never harmed anyone. Marcus Aurelius. If this isn't the most convincing proof that an open mind is the path to knowledge and truth, then that proof probably doesn't exist. Seeking the origin and essence of things means letting go of our beliefs and unlearning to learn again. 20. To my way of thinking, it is a better proof of a well-ordered mind to be able to stay in one place and spend time in one's own company. Seneca. Being able to be at peace with ourselves and enjoy our own company is irrefutable proof that our mind is balanced and that we're in tune with the universe. Someone who is not good company for themselves will be even less so for others. Therefore, everything suggests that we should distance ourselves from them. 21. That is why philosophers warn us not to be content with mere learning, but to add practice and then training, because as time passes, we forget what we have learned and end up doing the opposite of what we should. Epictetus. Like many things in life, learning is only the first step, the initial link in a long chain that we must build through practice, trial, and error. Any knowledge that remains theoretical is doomed to be forgotten, and forgotten knowledge will not only never become wisdom, but is also highly prone to becoming ignorance. 22. Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself. Marcus Aurelius. This is an invitation to dedicate all the tolerance and leniency to others while becoming increasingly demanding with ourselves. Whoever believes that perfection is achieved by becoming a tyrant with others is doomed to mediocrity. 23. The soul is strengthened by the use of adversity. Seneca. Adversity, rather than being an obstacle, is an opportunity to strengthen the soul. When we face challenges, we develop resilience and the ability to overcome future problems. Thus, every difficulty becomes a tool for personal growth. 24. Remember that what bothers you is not the person or situation, but your interpretation of it. Epictetus. The irritation you feel doesn't come from what happens, but from how you interpret those events. By changing your perspective, you can release the discomfort and find serenity, even in difficult situations. 25. Life is very short and anxious for those who forget the past, neglect the present, and fear the future. Seneca. Each stage of our life has a determined role. We cannot live in the past because that would prevent us from moving forward. However, forgetting it would condemn us to eternally make the same mistakes. We cannot neglect the present because it is the only thing certain and concrete that we have. Nevertheless, we cannot live it in such a way that we exhaust today all the resources we will need tomorrow. As for the future, there is no point in fearing it because it does not exist. However, one day it will, and we will need to have armed ourselves well enough to live it, get through it, and be ready to keep building more future. We all need a little push on those gray days when everything seems to be against us. When you feel your projects are stalling and your joy is a thing of the past, remember that the Stoics proposed and practiced a lifestyle based on self-awareness, endurance, patience, responsibility for actions, and a very advanced approach to mindfulness. Now it's your turn to become an authority on Stoicism. Have you chosen the phrase with which you will begin to transform your life? We hope this video has been useful to you. If you have anything to add, please share it with us in the comments section. Give this video a like and send the link to your best friends so they too can learn about the 25 Stoic phrases that will save them years of therapy. If you're new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe. Remember, stay strong, stay positive, and stay true to yourself. Until next time.